Hey everybody, welcome back to Fit After 50. I'm Jay. I want to talk to you today about 5 exercises that I believe are essential to keeping your body strong and to keeping your muscle mass intact. Now, these are the exercises that I like to make sure that I include in my workouts, but there are variations to these exercises. So if one on my list doesn't fit into how you feel or to your body or your circumstance, whatever, you can find other exercises that you can incorporate into place of these. But I think you're going to get the point of where we're trying to go with this. We want to just stay strong in our full body. We don't want to do everything by isolation. We don't want to just show up to the gym 3 days a week and do biceps curls. And we don't want to just show up and do rope extensions for our triceps 3 times a week or whatever, because we want to make sure we're staying strong. Okay, and so these 5 exercises are going to help you to do that. Now, the first exercise that I have on my list is squats. And squats are key for lower body strength, and they're also key for engaging the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, and believe it or not, for your core. It helps to keep your core very strong. So now, if you can't, for some reason, do squats, some of you may say, look, this just doesn't fit for me. I just can't do it. That's fine. There's many things you can do in the place of, say, a barbell squat. I mean, you could do a Bulgarian split squat. You could do a body weight squat and then build yourself up from that. You could also do leg presses or hack squats or something like that if you don't want to get under the bar, so to speak, and do the barbell squats. But in general, this exercise builds functional strength, and we need functional strength for our daily movements. Look, you need functional strength for sitting. You need functional strength for standing. You need functional strength for climbing stairs. So for older men, squats and leg exercises in general help maintain your overall leg strength and your mobility, which are crucial for your balance. And guess what, guys? I say it a lot. As you get older, it helps to reduce your risk of falling. Second exercise that I have on my list that I like to do is the farmer's carry. The farmer's carry is an awesome exercise for the full body, the entire body. It works on your grip. Grip's important for lifting weights, and grip's important for a lot of things that we do. How many times has someone said, hey, can you open this jar? I can't open it, you know? Grip's important. Your core again. This is where you can strengthen your core. Your shoulders, your legs. It's a great full body workout just by doing a farmer's carry. I grew up on a farm. And when most of my friends at 14 years old were out playing and riding bikes and doing their thing, I was on the farm. The day that school let out, I had to go to the farm. That's what my family did. We had to work the farm. And I had so much functional strength just from doing the daily activities on the farm. But this farmer's carry is beneficial for building that core stability. And again, it improves your grip strength. And these things do decline with age. So strong grip, core strength, these are essential for just carrying out any of your daily activities. Look, if you want to get the groceries in, if you want to go out and be able to piddle out in the yard or in the garage and lift objects, and you want to make sure you're maintaining your balance, this is how you can do it. Farmer's carries are also a functional exercise, training you for the real world strength and stability things that you encounter, not just how you look in the mirror. Now, if you don't have a way of doing farmer's carries using plates or dumbbells or trap bar or something like that, which I like to use trap bar for farmer's walk, you could get you a couple 5-gallon buckets and some gloves. You can put water in those buckets. You can put some rocks in those buckets. You can put some bricks in those buckets. Get out in your driveway and do paces back and forth carrying those buckets, one in each arm. You're going to find yourself getting strong from that. The third exercise on my list is the dumbbell bench press. I think if you can't do anything else, if you can't get under the Smith machine and do that, if you don't want to mess with the barbell bench press, always incorporate the dumbbell bench press into your workout. Now, another variation of that, I would say, if you're going to a gym, is I love the hammer strength machines. And so that's something else that you can also incorporate in. But dumbbell press is something I love to do. And this exercise is vital for upper body strength. It targets your chest, it targets your shoulders, it targets your triceps. And I don't have to tell you, a strong upper body is essential for daily tasks like pushing, pulling, and lifting. So strengthening these muscles will also improve your posture, which tends to weaken over time, helping you maintain good alignment and reduce strain on the shoulders and back. If you are doing dumbbell presses, you're going to see results from that, especially if you continue to add challenges to your muscles. So you're going to start to see yourself fill out, especially when you're incorporating this with the other full body movements that I'm mentioning in this exercise, because the more you can hit these larger muscle groups, the more growth hormone that you can produce, and that's going to help with muscle growth throughout the body. So don't forget that, that's important. Now, there's also seated rows, and I love doing seated rows, and I do seated rows at least one time per week in my regimen. So seated rows are excellent for building your back strength, and it focuses on the lats and the rhomboids. And these are areas that I have had a lot of trouble with in the past. And so I have found that these exercises like rows do help with that. So a strong back, as we know, supports the spine, which improves posture, and it reduces the likelihood of back pain. I can tell you this to be a fact for me, because back pain is something that I have struggled with for years. I was in the delivery business as a teenager as I was coming out of high school. And so I did a lot of lifting, and I can tell you, a lot of the lifting that I did, we were always rushing because we had so many stops in a day. I didn't always lift properly. I would grab whatever we were lifting and I would pick it up, and I can tell you, I started having back trouble back then. But I have learned over the years with weight training and working my back like this, how to fix a lot of those issues. For older men, strengthening back muscles helps counteract age-related muscle loss and promotes overall upper body balance. And the fifth exercise I want to tell you that I like to do is the overhead press. Now, I like to do this standing. I also like to do it seated. You can do a variation, you can do both or either or mix it up. But the overhead press strengthens the shoulders, strengthens the upper chest, it strengthens the triceps, and it improves your shoulder mobility and stability. This is critical, as shoulder strength affects many daily activities, from reaching overhead to lifting and carrying items. And I can tell you, and many of you out there may know and can attest to this, when your shoulder's bothering you, it affects everything about your day. And you find that things that you took for granted, just raising your arms or moving in a certain direction, when you can't do that, and when you do that and there's a lot of pain, you have to get out of that, because that's a bad situation. And so these types of exercises can help strengthen that. Now, don't go heavy on these overhead presses. You don't have to. You start out really light, you get a little higher on your reps, and that's what I recommend. And then you can kind of increase your weight a little bit and work it like that. But I don't recommend going extremely heavy when you do that, because you don't want to add insult to injury and then just prolong what may be other issues that are hiding in there. So be careful with the amount of weight that you're using. But this exercise is also beneficial for preventing shoulder injuries by keeping the shoulder joint strong and functional. So that's what you need to know about the overhead presses. Again, there are many exercises that you can do outside of these, but these are 5 exercises that I find are extremely important to incorporate in your workout plan. And if you will do that, you will find that you're getting stronger, you'll find that you're putting on more muscle mass, and this is where you need to be, especially as you age. You want to get stronger, you want to feel better, and you don't want to be hurting, you don't want the joint problems and things like that. So these are 5 essential exercises that'll keep you strong and functional as you age. Until I see you on the next video, you go get fit.